Welcome, Gemini, to your 2026 tarot reading. Taking a look at the summary energies, basically, of each life area. I'm going to do an overall work, career, money, and then love and relationships. And I'll just pull 3 cards for each, and we'll take a look at each area. So let's get started. Hope y'all are doing fantastic today. And please hit that thumbs up button. It really does help. And a little comment. Tell me where you're from, or just to say hi is fine with me. Appreciate it all. Also does help us to connect. Let's get started. Okay, Gemini, this is for you. I'm going to pull all the cards because I want to kind of get an overall picture too. Now there was the first, I don't know, 4 signs I've done. I did it a little differently. So I thought, well, this might be better. So, Lovers, 7 of Wands. This is the overall energy for 2026. 3 cards. 4 of Swords. And this energy has the Devil at the bottom of the deck. Okay, let's take a look. This is career. Career, work, projects, home, money. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, 6 of Wands. That's good. I'm going to have to move up this stuff a little bit. I'll show you the cards when I start reading them. Hermit. And the Lovers. So the Lovers is showing up twice. This has the Judgment at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to put that right here. And then let's do relationships. Let's see what's going on there. So I like to see the life cards. That's what I found. Like, there's a lot of duplicates going on sometimes, and it's just easier if I can see it. Okay, love and relationships. 3 cards, please. Oop. I don't know that was meant to come out. If it will, it will. Sometimes I have to discern whether I'm just shuffling not well or if it was really meant to pop out. The 10 of Swords. Something is over. Closing the door on something here. The Tower. Wow. This is some strong energy in your love and relationships, Gemini. King of Swords. Okay, 9 of Cups is at the bottom of the deck, though. So, that we're definitely going to have to be digging in and clarifying. That 10 of Swords, that's a tough card. So for your overall energy, you have the Lovers with 7 of Wands and the 4 of Swords. So it does seem to me that there is, since the 4 of Swords came in last, there will probably be some healing or at least a pause energy here. There is a partnership relationship that there's something here where you've decided to really stand up to something for yourself. Like, this is what I need. This is what I want out of this situation. But once you do, I feel like it does lead to the healing piece. Now, that could be healing the situation overall. We have the Devil at the bottom of the deck, which does speak to attachments. Sometimes unhealthy, sometimes not. I look at the Devil as something where, I mean, it can be addiction, absolutely. It could be, substance abuse, any kind of addiction. It can also be attached to ideas, attached to a way of doing things. It's not just, and it also has some positive stuff too. So, but what I feel like here, this is like, definitely, I feel like it's attached to an idea of how something has to be, right? So let's take a look further. Let's dig into this Lovers. What is the Lovers here for our Gemini 2026 overall energy? So we've got the Tower, we've got the Queen of Cups, and we've got the 6 of Cups. So yeah, there's some kind of change that happened, and it looks to me like this is someone that came back into your life maybe the end of 2025 or will be in 2026. there was a change, a shift in energy, which is that tower energy. And like there's this like feeling of love and caring here with this Queen of Cups. The Six of Cups, I do feel like it's just a reminder of the past. This could be someone coming back in from the past. So and I kind of get that idea, like maybe now this doesn't have to be love. This could be like a job as well. It could be anything because there is wands here. Um, but it is an energy of and there is pentacles too. Like I just had the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, but it is someone from the past again. But it's someone that's important to you. So if it's not romantic love or partnership, this person or job meant a lot to you, and there's a feeling too of yeah. I'm just gonna leave it there. It felt it was important. It is important, but it was in the past as well. Moon, Queen of Wands, and the Wheel. So you want to be clear here. So this is you standing up for yourself, standing up for something that you believe in, just standing your ground, so to speak. And the Moon is clarity. The Queen of Wands is passion. The Wheel of Fortune is moving forward, right? And the wheel is also growth. You don't just move forward with the wheel, you move forward in usually a better direction, which can usually mean growth. And I feel like you are like, you want clarity here. This is what you're standing up for. I want things to be clear. I don't want to be held in the dark, whatever the situation is. But I think this Queen of Wands is kind of you that's your energy with that Seven of Wands standing up, having that voice. Like she's not afraid to speak up. She's not, they, wand courts overall don't think before they do, and not that they're dumb or anything else. They're just action oriented. They want to get stuff done, so they just do. Doesn't mean they like don't think at all, but they don't overthink, that's for sure. And sometimes gives them problems. But the wheel, and I'm just saying, that's not giving you problems. It's your attitude is no, this is what I want. But I think you realize too that you want to move forward with things. You just want them in kind of a new, more sustainable or happier or just a little bit different. You want growth. And this, again, it could be job, it could be love, it could be just family. And it could be with someone you're with right now. And you're just looking at like standing up and saying, I want more, and this is what I expect. Four of Swords here. So the Two of Wands, the Six of Swords, and the Two of Swords. Okay, you're taking a break. This is you taking a break because you're making plans here with the Two of Wands. And you have the Six of Swords. I feel like this is the decision here with the Two of Swords, or Six of Swords, Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is making that decision. What do I do? Do I plan on moving forward with this situation, or do I move on to something new and something different? So that's kind of where your overall energy is for just this is just overall. So let's take a look into career. You've got Six of Wands, you have got the Hermit, and you've got the Lovers again. So we'll clarify that, see if that has any kind of remembrance. So I do feel like there's something with your work career. It could be even home. If you're like a stay-at-home mom or something, this could be like your maybe a project that you're working on. It could be like homeschooling. I mean, it could be all kinds of things. So, but what's happening is you are being recognized. But when that happens, it puts you into, I want something different. I want, it's not like, for instance, if you're a stay-at-home mom, it doesn't necessarily mean you want to not be a stay-at-home mom, but maybe you want a new project or a new way of doing things. But this is the search here, because the Hermit is like just taking some time to really look at things moving forward. I thought my cat came up, but I was just seeing things. The Lovers is, again, that partnership. So it could kind of correlate with this top row for sure, because you are on a search here, and it does come from recognition. So this top row definitely could be home or work related, career related. Six of Wands, please. What do we need to know about this Six of Wands for our Geminis? Six of Wands, please. That is the Empress, Five of Pentacles. And it's funny that I said a stay-at-home mom and then the Empress pops up because that definitely could be it. Yeah, this is I think you like taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself. This is like, so I'm going to say that you recognize that you might be feeling kind of like things aren't going as well as you would like them to. I don't feel like there's anything huge here, Gemini. I don't feel like there's anything really bad with this Five of Pentacles. Is it's just more like, no, it's not really going the way I want it to. So I need to do something different with this Two of Wands. And that's what you're recognizing. So I don't know if it's you're being recognized for something or you're recognizing that you need to do something a little different. And I think that's where that Hermit comes in, that Hermit energy of, being on that search, being, let's see, what am I going to do? Again, for some of you, this is definitely a stay-at-home mom thing, but it's not, I don't, some of you, yeah, you might want to not stay at home, but some of you, it's like, just what can I do differently? Um, it feels to me more like, yeah, like you're just kind of feeling stagnant a little bit. If it's work, it's like you could be searching for a new job, a new position. Tell me more about the Hermit. Two of Swords, making a decision. Whoa. So Two of Swords, the Three of Cups, Ten of Swords. You're saying, okay, should I celebrate something or should I put an end to it? So there is something about you definitely wanting to take a different route, but you're determined to go, I don't know, maybe I want to stay here and just celebrate where I'm at right now, or maybe I want to end how things are happening right now so that I can move forward. So that's kind of a big thing with the Hermit there. So you are definitely on a search. Again, we've got the Nine of Cups here. You also have the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck for your love and relationship piece. So there is something about reaching those, true desires, really what you want. Wishes, I call it desires because desires we work for, wishes we just wish we could, right? Wish upon a star, but the desire is usually something that drags out our energy to work towards. But definitely you're making a decision here. So in 2026, you're making a, these could be related. Like the Two of Swords showed up. We've got the Lovers in both, and lovers can be about choices too. So you're really trying to kind of change things up here. And it's, even with your love and relationships, there's something changing there too with the Ten of Swords with the Tower. Tell me about the lovers here in the career. There's that Two of Swords again. There's the Empress again. Seven of Wands again. Um, yeah, you're this for some of you, it's definitely like I really feel like it's a stay-at-home mom. It could be not just a stay-at-home mom, you could be taking care of a parent or a family member of any kind, but there is that decision. Do I want to continue to nurture what I'm doing now? But I feel like I need to stand up. And that's what decision. It's like, do I take care of myself and stand up for this? Because there is someone else involved in here some way or another, whether it's a partner at work. I feel like if it's at work, it's you're just making a decision on where to go. Do I stay here or do I move on to something different? Yep, Ace of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck this time, and it's showing up. And I feel like, yeah, you're wanting a new opportunity for sure. And that's what you'll be looking for. Now, keep in mind, this is probably more towards the beginning of the year. Usually, when I do tarot readings, I rarely read out more than, sometimes I'll do yearly readings for personal purpose, for personal readings. But I feel like the accuracy is more in the first quarter. It could be. I mean, I've had some readings that, yeah, are absolutely accurate, but not downing myself here. Be careful. It's just that it seems to me like when somebody gets a reading, they can change that energy by how they behave, how they act, what they do. Um, and so sometimes when they're longer out there. So we have here with love and relationships, what's the Nine of Cups is at the bottom of the deck, and that's followed by the Three of Swords. So there is a feeling here of, I didn't tell you that the bottom of the deck at the career one was the Judgment. And that is about renewal. So there is something here where you do want to level up for sure. I see the Judgment a lot of times as the Phoenix card. So back to love. Nine of Cups, reaching those wishes, reaching those desires, wanting something that's very important to you. And this is what you're headed towards. So we're going to have to definitely clarify it, because you're putting either something's coming to an end or you're putting something to an end with the Ten of Swords. And what that does is it puts into that Tower moment, like there's going to be a big shift in energy, a big change happening here in your relationships. And then it goes to the King of Swords. Now this could be you. It's an air sign, so we'll have to dig into what this King of Swords is. Is it someone else? Or is it you, like really finding yourself and being in your own? Tell me about this Ten of Swords for our Geminis in love and relationships. What is this Ten of Swords here? What is this? What is this ending all about? We've got the Hangman. We've got the Seven of Wands again. Boy, you really are this year going to be really standing up for what you believe in. It's hitting every area now, that Seven of Wands. Anything else on the Ten of Swords here? Empress again, also taking care of yourself. You are really, I think you might be doing some really important self work, and realizing that you need to take care of you. And I'm getting that a lot with the Seven of Wands and Empress energy, both of those things. So with that Ten of Swords, you've got the Hangman, the Seven of Wands, and the Empress. I think this is you. I don't think you're shutting the door on this, what you want to do for yourself, how you want to take care of yourself. But what I do think is happening is you're going to do it differently because of that Hangman. You've thought about this in a different way. So however you were handling it, maybe at the end of 2025, you're going to start handling it differently. So you're shutting the door on the old way of doing things, because the Hangman has put you into a moment of, I got to do this differently. And yes, I still need to stand up for myself. Yes, I still need to take care of myself, but you feel like it's not working for you. And especially when it comes to the relationship with that Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck too. So there could be someone coming in. What's this Tower? So Tower energy, shift, change, suddenly. I personally like the Tower because it means that Spirit says, hey, you're not doing anything about this. We need to shift you up a little bit. So what is this Tower? King of Swords, Seven of Cups, Three of Swords. Wow. There might be something here where, so this is a change, right? And I feel like the King of Swords might be someone else. And again, now we have choices. Before we were making a decision. Now we have choices here. I feel like this is happening because you're not making a choice. So when I look at the Seven of Cups, it's a reminder to me that you have all of these choices, but making a choice is a choice in itself. So not making a choice is a choice in itself. If you don't decide or make a choice, that's when the divine or spirit steps in for you and says, I'm going to do this for you. Hence the Tower. And that's spirit saying, boop, going to change this up for you because you're not doing anything about it. And then the Three of Swords, though, I feel like is something that was hurting or something where you felt distant. You may be looking at rekindling, or it feels to me like this Three of Swords isn't necessarily you being sad. I don't feel like that. I feel like it's about separation, like not being close to somebody that you want to be close to. Could be that they travel a lot for work. It could be a long distance relationship. It could be that they're in the military or service, or their job takes them away a lot. So there is something here, or it could be someone for you single peoples. It could be someone that's like you had a relationship and you have been separated for a while, like literally, like not talking, maybe just kind of separated. But I feel like you want that back. I feel like the Tower is coming in and bringing that back because we've got the King of Swords here and then we have the King of Swords here. So let's see, let's look at this King of Swords for you. What is the King of Swords? What is the King of Swords? Four of Swords. Yeah, you're like, yes, it could be someone that you have felt distant from. Four of Swords, Three of Swords. Yeah. Emperor. Wow. I mean, it could be you taking back control, but I feel like you're definitely healing from a separation. Four of Swords, Three of Swords. Definitely. And so we have the Four of Swords up here in your overall, which is good. You're healing. It's, you've taken that break, you've taken that separation. But now you want to take back control. You want this back. You want to be in charge of you, basically. I don't think you like want control of a situation. You just want to be in charge of you. So you're not going to sit in this kind of sadness. The Tower is that energy that makes you realize that you don't want to sit in the sadness. You don't want, or separation or whatever. I do feel like if this is someone that you have felt separated with for a while, they are coming back. And that's the way I felt with that Lovers up there as well. Now that I think about it, right, I think I said it. And so I do feel like there could be someone definitely coming back around. So let's take a look at some other positions. I'm going to use a fourth deck here. Might as well just use something different. Let me shuffle these. So we're going to take a look at what you don't see for 2026. We're going to take a look at what will be unexpected. We'll take a look at challenge, strength, and the most important thing for you to know. So let's get this going. So we've got what is the unseen. It is the Six of Cups. And the unexpected. What? Hierophant. There, you're committing to something here, and it kind of comes in unexpectedly. Challenge. Ace of Wands, starting something new, getting that passion going. But the Queen of Wands is in your strength, and she came up in the first part of your reading, so that's good. I think that's you, and embracing that energy of the Queen of Wands. And what is the most important thing for you to know about 2026? Oh, Five of Swords. We'll talk about that. Seven of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, and it doesn't really matter in this one. The Six of Cups is something that is unseen. This is what I do believe. This is someone coming back from the past. There's something here. The Six of Cups has come up a couple different times. What are my clarifiers? So tell me more about the Six of Cups. Let's see if there's anything more here. Knight of Swords, Five of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Yes, someone's coming back in from the past. This is the Knight of Swords, is that energy coming towards you. The Five of Wands is maybe something that you had, like, that had a little bit of conflict with, or just some kind, it was a challenge, but I feel like they're coming back in a different form. Queen of Pentacles. This doesn't mean a female. What this means is being in a more grounded, mature, stable position. So they're coming back in a better form. And even the King of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. So there is passion going on here. So let's take a look at this Hierophant. I mean, so this to me is commitment. It's higher learning. It's learning, teaching. It's also very spiritual to me. So let's see if this, I mean, if it's a commitment, you may someone may commit to you unexpectedly, or this could be you really possessing more higher frequency. I almost want to say, like, being in a higher frequency with yourself. Tell me more about this Hierophant, please. Page of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, and the Hermit. I think this is you, and then Lovers at the bottom of the deck. It could be you committing. There is a message that this is about, a message, but it's also about your stability here. And then we should have the Hermit showing up again. So I feel like this commitment could be about what you're doing for work, career, projects, this home energy. Um, because I do feel like what it does is it sets you up to be more independent, or at least, working hard towards that independence. And it comes from the time that you are searching, which was the Hermit here. Keep in mind that I think this is you committing to yourself. It could be a commitment to a job offer, but I feel like it's more about you committing to the work you've done, to making changes where you need to up here with this work stuff. Your challenge is the Ace of Wands. There's something here where you're going to struggle. There's two things this could be. Either you're going to struggle getting started on something, so you're going to really feel like, I just need to start. I just need to start. And then you're not. It just feels like something keeps blocking you or getting in your way. Or something starts so fast that it feels like a challenge, because this Ace of Wands energy is a lot. And sometimes when the Ace of Wands opportunity comes in, it's really hard to grab a hold of it because it's a lot of energy and it's fast energy. It doesn't stick around. Is there anything else we need to know about this Ace of Wands, please? Anything else about the Ace of Wands? The Devil, the Page of Wands again, and the Page of Pentacles. So yeah, this is I feel like this is someone coming back around. And I not even sure. I think I'm getting that from the Devil. You have the Devil at the bottom of the deck, up top. Um, the Page of Wands again is a message, but it's also can be jumping into something. And I think that's the key here. The challenge is the jumping in. You don't want to jump in. You want to use the Page of Pentacles and really spend more time digging into something than just jumping in with that Page of Wands energy. So there's a really feeling of, no, I don't want to just jump in. I want to think about it. However, your strength is the Queen of Wands, and she does jump in. The Queen of Wands is a very fast energy. Let's see if this is someone, though. Maybe this is someone that's going to help you out here, or um, fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Tell me more about the Queen of Wands. I dropped that. I don't want that. That's the Queen of Pentacles. That's that. Okay. Two of Wands. Five of Cups. I feel like, yeah, you were taking Nine of Cups again. You taking charge of what you want to do here. This is the Queen of Pentacles, the stability, leveling up, usually at work, with money, home. Two of Wands, what do I do now? This is you coming out of the disappointment. Instead of seeing what you've lost, you're looking at what you have, where you can go next. Two of Wands. So it's really weird that your Ace of Wands is in your challenge, but yet the Queen of Wands is in your strength. It's kind of like they're fighting each other a little bit, because you really do want to move. I think it's also a reminder that you have what it takes here. So this is the most important thing for you to know. So remember, it's not necessarily, this is the Five of Swords. Here's the thing with this particular card that I see when I grab this card. The Five of Swords in Rider White, it's, the someone not fighting fairly. You see someone winning, you see someone walking away, and you see someone dead. And the point to that card is, when someone doesn't fight unfairly, do you really want to stay and fight? Or do you want to walk away and just say, nope, it's not fair, I'm walking away? Because if you do stay and fight, you may not win. And that could be it, right? So, but this Five of Swords is a little different. Like, it still has that feeling of unfair, someone not being quite fair, but it also has a feeling to me like someone talking in your ear. Like, don't listen to people trying to take you away from what you really believe in or what you really want to do. With all the Seven of Wands energy and Empress energy, I feel like there could be, and it's probably not done in a devious way by any means, or could be, you never know. But there's some, you don't listen to crap. Don't listen to crap. So that's the first thing I see here. Also, make sure that you're not deceiving yourself. And I don't overall get the feeling there's deceit in this reading. So I don't feel like it's like someone or anything like that. Anything else about this Five of Swords? We've got the Three of Cups. We got the Knight of Swords. We got the Four of Wands. You know, I would be really careful about people talking you out of something, because these are really good cards. With the Three of Cups, it's celebration and being, you know, joyful around the people that you care about. The Knight of Swords comes in, but it leads to the Four of Wands, which is also celebration, which feels good to me. So the Five of Swords, I would just use as, don't let anyone lead you astray, because there is some good stuff happening here. You're really growing, which will lead to the celebrations here. So I would just be really aware of that. Let's pull a couple. I got cards everywhere. Let's pull an oracle card from the Somnia Oracle. What for 2026 for Gemini? It flipped. 2026 Gemini. It's the ancestor. And I have to read it in the book. It's the answer. It kind of reminds me of the Hierophant. I've had this a couple different times. I mean, I've just started using this deck, so it's not like I get them all the time. This is heritage, wisdom, connection, guidance, legacy, tradition. In this divine moment, we are reminded that the guidance we seek has been innately woven into our very being. The ancestor calls us to reclaim what is ours and to honor the hidden wisdom that flows through our veins. We are invited to stand at the threshold between worlds, where the teachings of the past illuminate our present journey. Countless generations have brought us into being, each one contributing to the momentum that carries humanity forward. So it's like, remember that what you have in you is innate. It's there. And I think this has to do with your self-healing and knowing that, you know, you have everything that you need. Also, I think this is a very spiritual card. I think it goes a lot with that Hermit, and to know that, you know, trusting in your higher self, in the divine, God, however you see that, um, know that that's the way you want to go. So there you have your reading for today, Gemini, or for 2026, excuse me. Quick reminder, hit that thumbs up button. Give me a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Take care. Have a beautiful day.